Hi everyone, welcome to Tarot Readings by Roxby. I am going to do our love scope for the weekend. It's going to go Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. That will be January 20th, 21st, 22nd, 2017. My new subscribers, welcome. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to subscribe to the channel. So, I have already prayed over the cards for love and romance for the weekend. We are strictly focusing on love and romance. Okay, we're going to do the same as always. We're going to do 5 cards. The King of Swords. Wasn't he front and center last week? Alright, that's in the current. I think some of my Facebook Libra lovers are sending telepathic messages to my cards. Just saying. You know who you are. Wait, we seem to see him a lot in this love scope. Okay. Well, this looks nice, though. Okay. So, King of Swords. Again, I know he was first out of the gate last week. Okay, I just find that interesting. Okay, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We know he's honest man, good man. You know, he's just, he's ethical. You know, there could be good communication this weekend, clarity. You know, the energy of this, you know, king comes, you know, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You know, he's an honorable man. Alright, so that's in our current position. Okay, now, in the foundation, we have Major Arcana, the Moon. So, with this card, you know, I am using the Romantic Tarot. Sorry about that, guys. And I do have 3 Romance Angel cards pulled as well. These are by Los Arbeto. So, confusion, you know, fear, you know, having trouble thinking clearly this weekend maybe, you know, because you're, you know, somewhat confused. Definitely that clarity could absolutely, I just realized there's 2 pages in this reading too. There's definitely opportunities this weekend. This is the clarifier on the reading. It is the Page of Cups. Oh, opportunities for love. You know, a chance to express deep romantic feelings. You know, for some of you, maybe, let me finish here. You know, like, I feel like with this card and the King of Swords, for some of you, like, someone wants to offer something. Now, if it's not you, it would be the, you know, the person you're thinking about, the person you're involved with, okay? Now, this does represent Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, you know, Sun, Moon, or Rising, you know, emotional offers. You know, this page, you know, feels deeply. You know, pages are young, so it would be, you know, a young person, you know, 18 to 25. But, they all, those of you that are younger, definitely, if you're coming across this type of person this weekend, just be aware that, his attraction is to a lot of people, or her. Again, listen, there's no gender. It's whoever it is for you. Private readings, that stuff matters, but not in the generals. Sorry, I did not mention that. Even with the King of Swords, if it's someone that you're meeting, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, man, woman, doesn't matter. Gender, no gender. For some of you, maybe, you could be deciding between, a water sign and an air sign and a fire sign, because, in the outcome, we do have the Page of Wands. Not to skip over the clarifier, but, the Page of Wands is about, good news. It's being confident this weekend, taking a risk, being daring, even having an adventure. And there's passion. Excitement. And the Fool, is definitely, it is new beginnings. It is, possibly, definitely meeting someone this weekend, taking that leap of faith, moving out on a new path, taking a risk, feeling spontaneous. A lot of you could be feeling spontaneous. The way it is, it looks like an exciting weekend for you guys. I definitely think if you've been waiting for the truth, we'll throw a couple clarifiers down. I do really think, I feel like I get given the same message as last week. I really think I am. I think the Page of Wands was out last week too. You guys would remember better than me. I do way too many readings to... But I know that King of Swords was right out of the gate last week. I know that for a fact. Okay. Let's see here. Let me think about this a second. Where do I want to go? Well, let's just, I want to see what the moon is all about. Okay, wow, the major arcana of the Lovers. Hold on. Okay, the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. That was out last weekend too. I swear I shuffled these cards. Okay. So, definitely a lot of truth coming in this weekend, for sure. There's opportunities. And with the Lovers card, absolutely there is potential to, those of you that are single, absolutely there's, great potential for you to, meet someone new this weekend. Maybe offer that love that love offering. It's definitely all right. So let me just say this, okay? You know, the person that could be coming into your life right now definitely has a positive influence and does offer true love with the Page of Cups here. I feel like follow the guidance of your heart rather than, rather than your head. You know, definitely let your heart lead the way this weekend. You know, you're definitely willing to take a risk. You know, rather than stay safe with making choices. You know, and if you're already in a relationship, you know, definitely there's decisions there whether to take, the relationship to the next level. You know, the issue that the Lover's card raises is, your ability to make a decision, based on long-term future, rather than the short term. We don't want to see short term. You know, whatever your situation is, the message with the Lover's card, is definitely to follow your heart's desire, use your intuition, but I think clarity is also going to help this. You know, with the Knight of Pentacles, honestly, being here, I feel like that is, for a lot of you, getting what, how do I want to say this? Getting what you've been waiting for. Something that you have been waiting for is definitely going to come through this weekend. I'm feeling like, I feel like for a lot of you, it's the truth. Maybe it is new beginnings. Maybe it is moving forward in this relationship. But, and if the Knight of Pentacles for some of you, could be, is someone that, another person you could be getting involved with. Again, Knights and Pages are both, they're younger. Steady, grounded, trustworthy, reliable. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We have the Ace of Swords here too. Now, which does reference new beginnings, clarity, the truth, cutting through the confusion. And that's what he's all about too. The King of Swords is all about cutting through that confusion, bringing things to light. Let's see what he's all about. Strength. Loving strength. I think he is. I think it would represent Leo. Sun, moon, or rising, whoever it is for you. Like just being kind, accepting. Having the strength because he loves you, or she, with the truth. Let's see what else is helping you guys. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles. And the Four of Wands is also helping. Oh, I was going to pull. I'll go up here too. There's definitely, there is definitely fresh starts and new beginnings this weekend, without a doubt. For a lot of you, whether you're in a relationship, married, you're starting fresh, starting new, there's definitely new relationships. There's definitely passion and excitement. There's structure for a lot of you in this relationship. There's celebrations, there's excitement. There's even gifts that could be coming. We do have 2 pages here, that's news, it's offerings, it's gifts. And there's, rebirths, starting fresh. If those of you that are in relationships that are struggling, Judgment and the Fool, that's growth. That's fresh starts, new beginnings. Within the within the family, within your marriage. That sense of feeling grounded, stable, secure. The outcome is the Page of Wands. That's good news. We're going to leave it at that. But it brings excitement and it brings opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities this weekend. Whether it's meeting a new love interest, and really, those of you that are looking for clarity, I think really, again, this is a lot of repeating cards from last week. I feel like that Seven of Pentacles was too. You guys let me know. You guys would remember better than me. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. You got this new love interest. Some of you could possibly know that. You could possibly already know them. So now we're looking at Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, Gemini. I mean, just about every sign. That's incredible. Gemini is definitely the lovers. Aries would be the Four of Wands. I mean, sun signs now I'm going by. Scorpio would be the Page of Cups. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Flirt. Play. Sometimes when I see that card, I feel like a lot of you don't get out and about. You need to get out there, have more fun. Somebody's worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love lives. Well, for some of you, this is the weekend. I mean, this really, this the energy of this, could really lead to this. This is the honeymoon card. This is my happy Home, a happy family card, celebration. You know, we also have this card, which is definitely gifts this weekend. Gifts being received. Guys, beautiful. Really. Another really beautiful. I feel like it is a repeating message. So the energy is obviously still lingering there for you guys. Yeah. All right, guys. Good luck. Have a passionate, truthful weekend. I hope the reading helped you guys out for the weekend. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to view the video. Have a passionate weekend, and I will see you guys back here soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Have fun.